Negative emotions can have lasting consequences. Jujutsu Kaisen takes this idea to a whole new level, with negative energy actually conjuring up curses or apparitions that torment people in the shadows. Only a certain amount of people can see these curses, and even fewer can control their own cursed energy to battle them. This is the concept that is the starting block for the mega hit anime series created by Gege Akutami. The manga quickly flew off the shelves, and the anime produced by MAPPA blew audiences away. The first season became an instant classic. The combination of mind-blowing animation and truly captivating storytelling drew in a large audience, many who only occasionally watch anime. This success posed the very important question of what's next. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero was announced right before the season 1 finale aired. The movie was set to be a prequel to the events of the first season, so no Yuji Itadori. Instead, the story would focus on Yuta Okkotsu, the second-year sorcerer who was teased quite heavily in the first season. Megumi said he was the only second year he openly respected, and the almighty Todo mentioned that he was the only student capable of keeping up with him. The teases were exciting as audiences hoped to one day meet this game-changing character. As a Jujutsu fan myself, I was all in. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero follows the spirit of the anime series, but further adds to the intrigue and story. Staying on the same sound wave as the anime, the movie is equal parts moving, dazzling, and riveting. We open the story of Yuta Okkotsu, a young boy haunted by his childhood crush Rika Orimoto, who has been transformed into a special great spirit dedicated to protecting Yuta at all costs. This has led to tragic events at his school as Yuta remains helpless to control the rage of Rika. The Jujutsu Council steps in with a simple solution: execute Yuta and protect the world from the wrath of Rika. But just like in the series, Gojo steps in to save a cursed child. Gojo promises the higher-ups to train Yuta and to keep the vengeful spirit in check. Gojo Satoru is a character that truly believes in helping the next generation. He embodies a modern sensei role as a mentor who sees the troubled, the lost, the outsiders as innocent children who need direction more than correction. He explains to Yuta that he can use his curse to help others if he's willing to put in the work. Yuta transfers into Jujutsu High in Tokyo, where fan favorites Panda, Inumaki, and Maki are already enrolled. This becomes Yuta's core support system and training squad. He learns all about the areas of Jujutsu sorcery with this eccentric crew. He develops the skills of handling weapons in close combat with Maki, and learns about the complexity of cursed energy with Inumaki. Beyond all the power he gains, though, Yuta gains an understanding of what Jujutsu High truly is: a haven for misfits. The Tokyo class is filled with students stuck in dire personal circumstances. Maki was rejected by her own family and is considered unworthy of the family name. And Inumaki has had an incredibly difficult life with a power causing inadvertent harm to people he loves. Okkotsu realizes that he isn't the only one facing horrible circumstances, and the best he can do is help. Maki mentions to him early on in the film to find a goal. She encourages him to motivate himself to accomplish good, and the rest will follow. This is what works so well with Jujutsu Kaisen. It has an incredible amount of heart. There's so much detail placed into every character that makes them easy to fall in love with. Okkotsu is no different, demonstrating his own style, passions throughout the film. Now, coinciding with all this is the story of Geto Suguru, a disgraced Jujutsu sorcerer who has been banned from Jujutsu High. Now, Geto has amassed a following with a faction of sorcerers dedicated to his supremacist vision. Geto has long been a villain in the anime series, but we never really got clarification to what his true intentions were. Now, here we finally get an answer. Geto wishes for a rebirth of the current society where Jujutsu sorcerers run the world. He sees sorcerers as the next step of human evolution and humans as monkeys who have devolved into their chaotic nature. He wishes to eliminate the world of humans and have sorcerers inherit the earth. Any sorcerer willing to join him can have that option, but anyone who gets in his way will face the consequences. Geto declares Jujutsu Civil War and specifies his first battle, which he calls the Night Parade of 100 Demons. He will unleash 1,000 curses in Tokyo and Kyoto and command them to cause mayhem. Geto proves to be a formidable villain as he can absorb and control curses, so his threat is taken really seriously by the Jujutsu community. However, as our favorite sorcerers prepare for battle, Geto reveals that his true plan is to steal Rika from Yuta and use the Night Parade as a diversion. This entire Jujutsu Civil War plot is incredible. Not just the animated sequences, but knowing that other Jujutsu sorcerers are battling other Jujutsu sorcerers for supremacy is exhilarating. It creates an environment of unpredictability in the Jujutsu world where at any moment, any sorcerer can switch sides. Geto Squad teases a worldwide expansion into the Jujutsu world. Miguel, for example, is the sorcerer that is battling Gojo, and he is trying not to get killed. He pulls out all the stops to survive, and it's one of the best parts of the film. We've seen Gojo battle curses before, but seeing him go up against another sorcerer was somehow even more captivating. The film concludes with a final battle filled with emotion and stunning moments. All our favorites get time to shine, and the core themes of the story remain strong throughout. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero surpasses expectations with a clear focus on character and story over anything else. It demonstrates a quiet confidence in its character development and attached connection to the Jujutsu world. It's able to perfectly balance a new protagonist, fan favorites, and the promise of beautiful action sequences all in one film. The pacing and story structure are all top-notch with clear direction in the story. From Geto to Gojo, everyone gets the proper winks and nods to the fandom without sacrificing the plot. Still, what stood out the most in this film was the expanding of the Jujutsu world. If you're a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen, this film explores the world we're already invested in. It adds details and twists inside an already riveting story. The sorcerer on sorcerer action is too good of a story beat to not get geeked out about. So much so that the post-credit scene teases even more potential to the inner workings of the ever-expanding Jujutsu world. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero is worth seeing on the biggest screen possible. To watch these dazzling animated sequences in cinemas is really worth the price of admission. From the lovable characters to the stunning animation, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero delivers a compelling anime spectacle. Definitely go check this one out. Now, you could also follow me at Squad Leader Ace and follow us at First Cut TMO for any more coverage on Jujutsu Kaisen and any more anime as well. Make sure you go ahead and do that, and make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of the film in the comments down below. Either way, guys, I'm going to be peacing out, so make sure you guys watch this film.